Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be a drag-em-out brawl as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Bengals are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bucs, who will need to find a way to move the football. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
And the wideout in motion.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Watch it now, Barney! Set! Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! No. Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Set! No. Here we go! 3-19! Over!
Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hurry up, here we go! Green!
So second and goal here from the 9. They will run again with Coleman. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go! Green, 39! Over!
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Myles Jack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up third down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans. And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. This is fielded at the 7. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll set up to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. So they're operating in the red zone. And here we go on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third down and 4. And the D looking like they may blitz. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's Williams. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. He finds Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Set, 3-19.
Coleman now. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Let's go.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Bryan Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down now after the pass completion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get 19 yards there, and the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll go on the ground. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In the red zone this time.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Well, let's see. The Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's got some space here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a throw right sideline is complete. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Shift together here from the D-line. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He won't go down. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.